Hey everyone, it's Bethany, and in this video I am going to be making a label for our kitchen spray bottle that holds our essential oil kitchen spray that I love. So I am going to just make a cute little label. We are finally nearing the finish line on our kitchen remodel. It's been about 6.5 weeks and we are almost ready to move back in, and I'm so excited. It has been a long time and my husband has been a trooper. He has done the dishes the whole time and we've had to do them in the bathtub. And so we are really ready to get our dishwasher back and just to move back into our new space. So I'm going to be doing a nice little label just to get some fun things ready to go and make it exciting to have a couple new things in our space. And I have a measuring tape just so I can measure out my design. I have also a scraper tool and a weeding tool. I have some clear grid line transfer tape, which is one of my favorite transfer tapes to use. And then I have some Oracle 651 permanent vinyl that I'm going to place on this. As for materials, that's it, but be sure to check out the description box. I will link everything below. And before we hop into Design Space, I'm going to get our little question out because we've been doing a little question of the day. So we'll see what today's is. I love reading your guys' responses. So this one is, what is your favorite cookie? That is a hard question, isn't it? Okay, let me know as I'm crafting today. Pop into the comment section and let me know what your favorite cookie is. That's a really good question going into cookie season, isn't it? What do you guys cook around the holidays? All right, let's hop into Design Space. I'm going to show you how I'm going to write out a label for this, and we'll get it cut out and placed on that little jar.
Okay, so I am going to go over to my text box, and I am going to be using the text feather, and I think I got it from Font Bundles, but I'll link it in the description box below so you can find it. And I am just going to type out kitchen. Now, I actually have a couple of these bottles, so you can personalize them to whatever room. So you could have one for your kitchen, one for your bathroom. So I'm going to do this for kitchen. I am going to make this bigger so you guys can really see, because what I'm going to do next is I am going to come up. Everything is grouped in one word right now, but I am going to ungroup them so that they are all individual letters at this point, and I am going to drag them and get them all placed together. So with this T, I'm actually going to really skinny him up because I do want him connected, but as is, he was a little too wide and just it wasn't working as is. So I just kind of like to play around and get it exactly how I like it. Okay, that looks good to my eye. Just going to keep bringing the rest of the letters in, and that looks great. I love how that looks. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to highlight everything. I'm going to come down here and weld them all together so that they cut just like this, and you'll see now we are back to one cut. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to size this. So I know that my length, I have about 4 inches to work with. So I can size this up to about 4 inches. So I'm about a little shy of 4 inches, and that looks great. So now what I'm going to do is I decided I'm actually going to do this on the Joy. So I am going to go ahead and select my Joy, and I can say make it. I'm going to say on the mat because I'm using a material that is not smart material. And then I am going to go ahead and just place this way just because of how my material is. That looks great. Click continue. I can go ahead and use the premium vinyl setting, and I will go ahead and get cutting.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place my material right on my mat and send it through. And we'll get it all cut out. So I'm going to auto load my Joy and get cutting. So while that is cutting, what I'm going to do is I am going to take some rubbing alcohol and just clean the surface of my little jar here, or my little spray bottle. Okay, so for cookies, you guys, I don't think I have ever come across a cookie that I do not like. I mean, it's kind of an impossible question, so I'm sorry that it's such an impossible question. But I think sugar cookies are one of my favorite things. They're just delicious. But chocolate chip is kind of a close second. I just don't know. They might be tied for first. Okay, so that is all good. I'm going to go ahead and unload. That was perfect timing. This is going to go ahead and dry, so I'll just go place this right over here. And now what I can do is I can unload my mat here, and I'll grab my scissors, and I will just cut away my extra vinyl. That way I can still save a lot of this vinyl for another project. Okay, so now I can go ahead. I like to turn mine over and just press into the back just to make sure everything is in its spot. And I'll grab my weeding tool and weed out all of the pieces that I don't need. So I start with this outer edge. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then I go through and get the little middles of my letters. Okay, there we go. So now I can cut down some transfer tape, and I have transfer tape that I am reusing. So the good thing about this transfer tape is you can reuse it quite a few times. So I'm just going to cut it down to what I need. So right about there should be good. Okay, and peel this off, lay it down. Perfect. And then I'm just going to take my scraper tool, really press in there, and then I like to turn it completely over and do the same on the back. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and remove the cutting sheet, and it leaves the vinyl right on my transfer tape. So I'll just set that to the side for just a moment, and then I'm going to bring a little cloth in here, and this is just going to help keep everything steady. So I'm going to do it right on this side. Okay, I think that's all dry. Looks good. Might make it go this way just so that I can really see here. And that looks about lined up. Okay, so now my surface is clean and dry, and then I can go ahead and place my little label right on it, just like that. Okay, so I'm just going to go from the center out, and then I go back with my scraper tool and just really reinforce that with a little bit more pressure and make sure I don't get any bubbles, and it lays down really, really nice. I love this font. It's so pretty. I use it a lot in my crafting because it's just, you come across sometimes fonts that are just practically perfect, so this is one of them for me. Okay, so that looks good. So what I'll do is I will just grab a little corner of my transfer tape and I will peel, and then I have my little label right on my bottle, and that looks really, really cute. What do you guys think? So easy. If I wasn't chit-chatting with you, this probably would have taken me probably 5 to 10 minutes to make, so very easy. And if you had a series of these bottles, then you could make some for each bottle that you had very, very quickly and easily. All right, if you love how this turned out, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Please make me crave cookies with your answers in the description or the comment section. Let me know what you guys love. We'll probably do some baking after I read all of your comments. So, all right, everyone, I will see you in the next video. Make sure you're subscribed, and don't forget we have the Cricut gift guide coming up November 1st through the 15th, 15 days in a row of Cricut gifts that you can make for your friends, family, or whoever. All right, everyone, I'll see you in the next video.